UU Wellspring is a heart-opening 10-month spiritual deepening course for Unitarian Universalists. These programs have been a grounding influence in these pandemic times. They offer a deep spiritual base, a deeper understanding of Unitarian Universalism, and deep connections between participants. Deep listening and reflection in small groups of about 10 people leads to personal and community transformation. Using UU theology, our programs support all of the work that we do in the world. A sense of purpose and meaning arise from UU Wellspring's unique combination of spiritual practices, spiritual companionships, reading, and heart-opening sessions. These sessions include a chalice lighting, a focus check-in, sharing a spiritual practice, a time for reflection, a way to take our experiences into the world, and a gratitude practice. A sustaining joy emerges while deepening commitment to making change in ourselves and the world. We have congregational programs that can meet online now, and when it's safe to do so, meet in person. Our programs are complete and ready to use with everything you'll need for each session. We also have programs for individuals to join. There are online groups for Unitarian Universalist religious professionals and members or friends of UU communities.
This is my second year of taking UU Wellspring now, and through the pandemic, it has been my main tether to Unitarian Universalism and my spirituality as a whole. I was a little concerned about transitioning to the Zoom video format, but it was honestly very natural, very warm, very easy to set up. And as a bonus, it was nice since I live a little further from the main campus to not have to commute. And like through everything in the past year, it's been really, really important to me to get together bi-weekly and just sit with this group that I trust and I feel very open with, and just explore these big spiritual questions together. It's really helped me maintain a sense of hope through 2020 and into 2021. And as we explore the 7 principles surrounding justice and equity and human worth and dignity and the democratic process, it really hit me in a way it just has not before, that Unitarian Universalist principles were absolutely central to building and maintaining the kind of world I wanted to live in. Just participating in the bi-weekly groups and meeting with my spiritual director has given me a sense of accountability as well, to keep up my spiritual practices and to keep exploring new practices and traditions. I'm pushing myself spiritually in a way I used to only think about before and say I'll get around to eventually. And it's been tremendously helpful in all areas of my life, especially when it comes to pursuing my artistic dreams and really starting to live the life I've always wanted to live. I'm still in the process of working out some of my ambitious lifelong goals, but I feel like as I get closer to living the life I truly want to live, I can focus more of my energy and love and ambition outward toward the community and the world in general. I'm now participating in the extended UU leadership experience, which is giving me a much better understanding of how UU congregations work and ideas for how I can contribute to my local congregation in a positive way. And I just feel more equipped to take on opportunities to help as they come to me. So this second round of UU Wellspring has been incredible, and I look forward to continuing.
Our pricing structure has been created with congregational size in mind. UU Wellspring is a yearly subscription program. Your yearly fee will be based on the number of members your congregation has certified with the UUA. It's easy to figure out. A 200-member congregation will pay $200. A 500-member congregation will pay $500. The fee includes as many UU Wellspring groups as you would like to offer that year. Our curricula are regularly updated and sometimes completely revised. We're always developing new material. To support your UU Wellspring facilitators, included in your fees are regular facilitator chats held by our director, Linnea Nelson. First-year congregations will also pay for a one-day retreat with one of our experienced facilitators, which costs $350. For individuals who'd like to join an online group that's not affiliated with their congregation, there's a sliding scale from $200 to $500.
Welcome to UU Wellspring. I'm glad that you've stopped in to hear some reflections from people who have participated in our first year UU Wellspring program. Our first year program is called UU Sources, where we look at the Unitarian Universalist sources throughout the year. Welcome to UU Wellspring.
The wide range of Wellspring topics expanded my own spiritual search. My understanding of Unitarian Universalism increased. My concepts of God, prayer, forgiveness, joy, and death were challenged and expanded.
Our third UU principle is acceptance of one another and encouragement of spiritual growth in our congregations. Wellspring has wonderfully upheld this principle and supported my personal spiritual growth.
Before each session, you are sent some preparation materials and asked to reflect on them.
But they're really more of a wonderful breath of fresh air. They are not that long. They're cause for thought. And it's just a really, it's like something to look forward to.
In UU Wellspring, we support each participant as they take on daily spiritual practices.
Spiritual practice helps open our eyes, our ears, our hearts to a greater wisdom. I've engaged in a variety of spiritual practices in my life when I didn't even realize they were spiritual practices. Contemplative reading, gardening, mindful eating. The Wellspring program helped me to understand how some things I was already doing could serve as a portal to peaceful living.
I have always found peace and restoration by being in nature. Until I participated in UU Wellspring, I never thought that my desire to be in nature or to care for plants and animals might be a response to something that my body naturally called for. A spiritual practice that connected my body to the earth.
Another component of UU Wellspring is engaging with a spiritual companion outside of the UU Wellspring sessions.
And I had the experience of working with a spiritual advisor that I found incredibly rewarding.
It really is somebody who's personally, in an ideal world, personally invested in helping you on your spiritual path. And
our time together in our sessions are 2 hours at a time that go very quickly. We come together to share what we've learned, but also to spend some time in meditation and to ask questions that help us go deeper.
One of the lessons we learn is to listen very carefully to our own voice as we share our stories with others.
We're actually weaving ourselves together and expanding our worldview and our awareness of what is and what's possible by doing this Wellspring. It's been the most important thing I've done this year.
Being in Wellspring has been literally like having a massage or a time out.
I'm really looking forward to continuing on with it. So it's profound, and I'm sure it has had a profound effect on the bigger church as well as on ourselves. So it's a wonderful, wonderful program. I can't recommend it enough.
Month commitment to the program seemed daunting. Now, as it comes to a close, it seems but a blink of the eye. Each week I look forward to the readings and practices that expanded my spiritual horizons. Come seekers, join in.
UU Wellspring currently offers 5 curricula that we update and add to regularly. The first year program is called Sources, which draws on our UU sources. After people have taken sources, they can choose from several more advanced curricula. Deep Questions is centered on our UU principles. Spiritual Practices explores many spiritual practices in depth, as well as other spiritual themes. Faithful Actions gives deep spiritual grounding to our social justice efforts, and Sacred Arts delves into many creative arts as spiritual practice. We just piloted a program specifically for youth and a program for young adults that we will begin offering regularly. Also coming soon is a curriculum on honoring our spiritual ancestors. More details about each of these curricula and a sample session can be found on our website, uuwellspring.org/programs.
UU Wellspring reflects the desire of congregants to move beyond Sunday ministry and into everyday ministry. Each person has an opportunity to assume responsibility for their own spiritual growth. This helps bring their UU faith more deeply into their lives. Please find us at www.uuwellspring.org to learn more.
We hope you found these reflections helpful. My name is Linnea Nelson, and I am the Executive Director of UU Wellspring. I do look forward to talking with you more about bringing UU Wellspring to your congregation, or perhaps even joining one of our online programs. We have years of experience with doing UU Wellspring online, so now is a particularly good time to bring UU Wellspring to your congregation. Contact me at director@uuwellspring.org.